Hey guys, so today is my first ever kind of like vlog rant video. It's just a long rant. I'm sorry, excuse me. And it's very personal, so I'm gonna try not to edit anything out, but if it gets too long, then I will. But this video kind of just shows you my personality and what I like and what I don't like and just things I've been loving and I think are worthy of a vlog video by itself. So the first one I'm going to mention, and I have mentioned in my just recently filmed April favorites video, is the band One Direction. Now, a lot of you will either love them or hate them, but I am a huge Directioner. I love them so much. I listen to them when I wake up. I listen to them, all the time on repeat. I think I've like I don't even know, hundreds and hundreds of listens to them on my iTunes. Love them, love them, love them, love them. They're great. I think they're adorable. My favorite ones, they're not things. My favorite members are Harry and Niall, and then I like Zayn. But I think Harry and Niall right now are kind of tied for number one. I don't know why. I just think they're so adorable and funny, and they're so cute, and they can, oh my gosh. Harry has an amazing voice. I honestly, to God, think that Harry has the best voice in the group, and that's just a personal opinion, so don't hate on me for, saying that. But, I think he does, and he sings a lot, I guess. He sings a lot of the chorus. Whereas like Liam sings like a lot of the first verses, and oh my gosh, I've seen so many interviews of these guys on like YouTube and stuff, and I'm currently deciding whether or not I want to buy tickets to their concert. What do I love about them? They're just so cute, and they're like my age. I'm 18 now, and a lot of them are 18, or I think Louis is like 20, and Harry might be 18 now. I know his birthday's in 94 and I was born in 93, so that's why. But yeah, and I don't know, they're British. They have an adorable accent. Like, really? Really? If you were gonna make a boy band, that's like the perfect way to go about doing it, because they have British accents, which makes them infinitely more attractive just because they have an accent. And I love how Niall has this little Irish accent. He's so cute. Did you know he's not really blonde? He's not. He's a brunette. And then I heard that he wanted to dye his hair black, and I was like, no, you are not dyeing your hair black. I mean, I could possibly be okay with you turning it back to brown, but I do not see you like dyeing. Don't dye your hair black. Like, no hating, because my hair is like black, but I don't see him with his pale skin with black hair. That just kind of freaks me out a little bit. So, yeah. That's my little rant about them. I love Harry's hair. I think it's adorable. I think that they're just really good, and that their whole lives have been kind of broadcasted since, they were on, X Factor in Europe, which is surprisingly not as popular in the United States. Like, apparently it's very popular in the UK, and it's not here. Like, the American X Factor, I heard when it first premiered, did not do as well as they wanted it to. I don't really watch any of the reality singing shows. I just don't. I don't follow them quite. I'll catch an occasional episode, but I don't watch them, through and through. Yeah, that's kind of my little rant about them. I don't know. Do I have anything else to add? I don't really think so. I think that's enough. That's like 5 minutes on One Direction. I love them. That's all you need to know. I love them. I love them. If you are a Directioner, follow me on Twitter, tweet me, comment on this video, like this video, all that good stuff. I actually have a One Direction inspired outfit of the day. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it here. But yeah, it's very, very preppy, and I love their style. Oh, that's what I didn't say. I love their style. And sadly enough, I think Niall has like the worst style in the group. I think Zayn has the best style, and I like Harry's style. Liam is like, it's okay. Like, I feel like people around me dress like that, so it's okay. But I really like Zayn and Harry's style. I think it's adorable, and I like how preppy they are. They're so preppy. So the video is obviously girl kind of take on the One Direction look, and I might have a little bit might have a couple more videos kind of like that, where I kind of am inspired by them. So we'll see. I don't know. Comment below if you want one of those. Anyway, the second thing I have to talk about is Marvel. I am a huge nerd. If you haven't already noticed, oh my goodness gracious, I love Marvel. If you don't know what I'm talking about Marvel. This is my Marvel encyclopedia, guys. I have a Marvel encyclopedia. Marvel is a superhero comic book company, and I don't know. Recently, I've always really been a huge fan of them, and yes, I have read comics, and yes, I do have comics. Exhibit A, The Amazing Spider-Man. Exhibit B, Wolverine and the X-Men. I got these actually both at Universal, just because I did. I don't know, I thought it was a good purchase. I don't know. I did. And I like them a lot. I love comic books. My dad used to collect comic books as a kid, so I read all of those. I read all of them, and there were so many. So I thoroughly enjoy comic books. Of all of them, I would say I like X-Men the best. I just do, and I mean, like, look at this picture of Wolverine, guys. Look at it. I really like this book. I don't know why. It's so cool. It has, like, every character ever mentioned in any of the comics. Even, like, the most minute of characters is in this book. Let me tell you. Freaking awesome, man. Freaking awesome. But yeah, so I guess my recent kind of obsession of them has been because of the new movie, The Avengers. I don't know if you guys know, but The Avengers has kind of just hit theaters. It just hit theaters yesterday. Today's the 5th, so it just hit theaters yesterday. I did go see it yesterday, not at the midnight showing. I went at 3 in the afternoon, right after school. Like, I literally left school, got food at my, Wawa, if you guys don't know Wawa. It's like 7-Eleven convenience store, and then I went to the movies with my brother, and it was awesome. I have no complaints about this movie. It was so good. It was so seamlessly done. It was funny. It was really funny. It had a lot of action. I think that all the characters, even like Black Widow and Hawkeye, who are the like assassins in S.H.I.E.L.D., even they, were very good and involved in the movie, and I didn't think that they would be, because they're not like superhuman and they don't have powers. They're just very skilled people, but I think that kind of also permeates the idea that people, just like normal people, can be, heroic and whatnot. But I think it was, very, very well done. I love the movies. Oh, so good. So, this past week, I watched all of the Avengers movies leading up to the Avengers, because my dad wouldn't let me go to the midnight screening where it was like you pay $40 and then you could watch all 5 of the movies, or all 3 of the movies. I don't know. Thor, Iron Man 2, Hulk, and Captain America. So 4, and then the Avengers. So it was 5 movies, back to back to back, for like 12 hours or something like that, and he wouldn't let me do it. So this was a Thursday and I had school, so he wouldn't let me do that. So I watched all of them by myself that week leading up to the Avengers. I was so excited. It was so good. So, and additionally, I watched all the X-Men movies, which also are very good. Actually, not all of them are very good. I like Origins Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine, and then I liked First Class a lot. I don't particularly like any of the ones in the trilogy. I just didn't like them that much. What was I saying? Oh, I didn't really like any of the trilogy. Yeah, I didn't like any of the ones in the trilogy a lot. I don't know. I don't think that they were very true to the storyline, because they have so many adventures, and it's just so hard to depict any of them in like one movie. And I didn't like how they killed off Cyclops in the third one in like the first 10 minutes of the movie. I love Cyclops. I love Storm. She was my favorite X-Men. She just was. I thought she was freaking awesome. And I love her in the show, the X-Men, the cartoon. She has like a really awesome accent. I don't know, like a Mediterranean kind of accent. I don't know. Anyway, this is the little thing in my Marvel encyclopedia for the Avengers. I'd read it to you, but it's kind of long. So it is a little bit different than the actual storyline of how they formed and who was in the original group. Key members: Thor, Iron Man, Ant-Man, Wasp, Hulk, Captain America, Wonder Woman, Hawkeye, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Black Panther, Black Widow, Hercules, Black Knight, She-Hulk, Pulsar, Quasar, Crystal, Cersei, Ant-Man 2 were all key members. So, I mean, that's after it, because the Avengers kind of evolves over time. Like, more people come, more people leave, and that kind of thing. But yeah. So, I don't know. I love the movie. I really did. It was very, very well made. And the end, if you didn't see it, this is a little spoiler. So I'll give you 2 seconds to stop listening. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, at the end, it has a little, like, after the credits roll and everything, there's a little blurb that's like the little scene at the end, that's in the end of like every Avengers or every Marvel superhero movie that they're in the Avengers, and there's a little like a little clip, and at the end of this one, the character that it is going to be the new, villain in the next movie. He has a little section in this book. Okay, he is here. This is Thanos, and I can read you this description because it's short. Born on the Eternal Colony on Titan, Saturn's moon, young Thanos was ostracized because of his hideous mutant nature. Morose and withdrawn, Thanos became obsessed with death, which is a person, not merely as a concept, but as an actual entity. He gathered an army of intergalactical mercenaries and set out to conquer and destroy. Now infamous as the Mad Titan, Thanos' exploits include eradicating half of the life forms in the universe with the Infinity Gauntlet, but in every instance, Thanos' own weaknesses of character have enabled heroic opponents to thwart his schemes. So, that's just like his little blurb. So, like, this is really interesting. I don't know. I think this is freaking awesome. I love Stan Lee. Props, man. I'm so, like, love Marvel. I love the concept. I don't know. But yeah, so he was first seen in Iron Man, and he actually, I was reading up on him because there's not that much about him in this, but he was in Iron Man, he was in Thor, so I guess that's where they kind of get, their new villain from, and that's interesting, and I love it. So that is supposed to come out in 2014, 2015, the second Avengers, and they're actually going to make a whole new, like a bunch of movies in lead up to the Avengers 2. So they're making an Iron Man 3, they're making a Thor 2, they're making a whole bunch of movies, and I'm so excited to see them because I love Marvel so much. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Like, I am so excited to see. So, let me talk about Marvel a little bit more. I love the X-Men. I love them. They're great. I think it's, a great concept. And I was watching the movies over again, and the whole idea of, like, mutant population, and then, kind of represents, like, a lot of the world. It's, like, minorities, and then it's, like, people that are misunderstood, and then it's, the two parties, like, you want to kind of eradicate the human race. Like, Magneto wants to, like, eradicate the human race to have mutants be superior, and that's kind of like Nazi Germany, and then, which is ironic, because he was in Nazi Germany. He was, a Jewish person in Germany, and he watched his mother be killed and all this other stuff, and so I think it's just interesting that he wants to, like, kill everyone else, but I mean, that makes sense because they did kill his mother. So, and then I love, I don't know, I never was a huge fan of Iron Man until the movie came out. I really like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. I think he does a really good job, and he's really funny, and I like that. He's very narcissistic, but in, like, an entertaining way. Like, if he was ever a person in real life and was like that, I think I'd punch him in the face, but because he is, like, character, it's interesting. And I think it's really interesting how he's so smart. Like, oh my goodness, how do you do things like that? And you never know. Maybe in, like, 30, 50 years it'll be like that in, the world. So we'll see. But I really wish that they would remake Fantastic Four. I know there were 2 movies, Fantastic Four and then Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer, and I didn't think either of them were particularly amazing. I know the first one was actually terrible. I did not like it at all. Like, the first Hulk was not very good. When they remade it, it was a lot better. Some people still didn't like it, but I liked it. And yeah, I didn't think the X-Men trilogy was very good either. Oh, speaking of X-Men, there's gonna be you know, a new, I think there's gonna be a second X-Men First Class, but they can't film that until what's her face from Hunger Games, Jen Lawrence, who plays Katniss in the Hunger Games, until she stops filming Catching Fire. She's filming a second one, so there is gonna be a second installment. Not that we weren't, you know, thinking that there was gonna be a second installment. There is definitely going to be one. And yeah, so she's going to be in the second one because she plays Mystique in First Class, and she's pretty okay. Yeah, she's okay. So that's why I'm so excited about this. Oh my goodness, I love them so much. I love Zamora. I love them. Oh my gosh, you must think I'm like a freak. I spent so much time talking about Marvel, but there's just so much to talk about. There's so many different kinds. Yeah, but if you're a fan of Marvel like I am, people are so surprised. Like, I told a couple of people yesterday that I was going to see the matinee showing of the Avengers right after school. And they were like, you like superheroes? And I'm like, yeah, I love superheroes. They're like, you like what? Like, the girls were like that. And then some of my guy friends were like, you like superheroes? I'm like, yeah, I do. And they're like, I have a newfound respect for you. Yeah, I guess it's not something that I talk about a lot, but when it's like this time, like the Avengers time, yeah, I am all over that. So, I'm gonna end it there before I get off on another tangent, but thank you guys so much for watching me rant about nothing. But yeah. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. So, alright, if you have any questions for me, or if you are a Marvel or One Direction fan, comment below, like this video, subscribe above, tweet me, check out my Tumblr. Everything will be in the bottom bar. If you like this video, if you didn't like this video, let me know, because this is definitely not a beauty related video, but if you do want to see this look, it is my everyday makeup look, which will be up soon. So I shall see you all later. Goodbye.